The reigning Miss Guyana World, Miss Lisa Punch, paid a visit to the new Amsterdam Multilateral School to spread her anti-suicide message. Michael Khan reports.
Earlier today, the reigning Miss Guyana Lisa Punch of the Prevention of Teenage Suicide POTS group made her presence felt at the New Amsterdam Secondary School with a vocal anti-suicide message.
Signs. What we look for in our friends. That friend who may be thinking of hurting themselves. If you see, you have to listen. Listen. If you see a friend, if you see that friend is sad for a prolonged period of time, they come to school today, they're sad. Tomorrow, they're sad. The next day, they're sad. Then what do? You report it. You let the teacher know. If that friend is withdrawn, suddenly becomes moody, you let the teachers know. If that friend becomes angry for no reason, you let the teachers know. If that friend suddenly becomes rebellious, you let the teachers know. You need to let them know because that friend may be thinking of hurting themselves.
Ms. Punch also highlighted the importance of being in a positive frame of mind and to negate thoughts of drastic actions whenever infinitesimal matters arise.
How many of you know what it means to live a positive life? I know all of you know. You're just afraid or ashamed that I might point you out to tell you, but I will not ask you. I just want to know if you know. So don't worry if I'm going to say you. I wouldn't say that. How many of you know what it means to live a positive life? Good. Now, are we listening? Living a positive life, simply living a happy life. It's living a life that is good.
During her animated presentation, the Queen then reminded those in attendance about the importance of taking notes of incidents and events which will enable them to be competent in relating stories to an audience. Acting Deputy Headmistress of the school, Ms. Shondell Phillips, spoke with this newscast and expressed delight at having Ms. Punch present at the institution.
It was indeed a pleasure having Miss Lisa Punch here to share with the students her views on how they can live a positive life, encouraging them to stay away from the negatives, hence not even thinking of committing suicide. Incidentally, Lisa did a movie about 4 years ago where she was killed, and as a result of that, her co-star committed suicide. So it was so fitting that she chose that as her platform to go around the country and encourage youth to not think of committing suicide. I trust that the students would take the positiveness from her message today. As many times they hear these messages coming from the older folks, but hearing it come from someone closer to their age and as attractively dressed as she is and as eloquently as she's putting forth her message, we know that the message will indeed bear fruit. So we're indeed happy to have her with us today.
Michael Khan, Channel 8 News.